Now at noon, President Donald Trump is helping his allies who supported his alleged plan to overturn the 2020 election results.
A Justice Department spokesperson says he has given them, quote, full, complete, and unconditional pardons from federal charges. President Trump's lawyers, Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell, and his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, are on that list. So are some of his co-defendants who were charged for trying to subvert Trump's 2020 loss, including Georgia's lieutenant governor, Burt Jones, who is currently running for Georgia governor. Those pardoned by the president have not been charged with any federal crimes. Now, the pardon explicitly states it doesn't apply to Trump himself.